Lauren and Kyle bringing you Real Talk with Freedom Team Realtors, the most scintillating real estate duo in the Fox Cities.
As always, we're here to share our real experiences and life situations that happen in hopes that they might help you, right? Like, we never want to make anyone feel bad. We always respect our clients' privacy, but there's a ton of value in sharing all of these experiences that no one wants to talk about. But, anyways, Kyle, you and I have been talking a lot about lenders lately and a lot of hot topics around that. But, want to share some of your thoughts on that?
Well, lenders are great. The right lenders are great, just like the right real estate agents are. All right. So, but I would be very weary about internet lenders. It's very easy to go on there and click, click, click and see if you're approved and okay, you got a loan product. Okay, let's just click and do it. You might be setting yourself up for some disaster down the line. Not saying it can't work, but I'm thinking a couple of years ago in Neenah, remember the one kind of right Thanksgiving that almost didn't
Oh,
close and we almost had a homeless client?
yeah, that
Yeah,
one
yeah,
reminds me of like 10,000 phone calls.
yeah. So the scenario is just this client was on top of thing like the perfect client that you could ask for, so by no fault of their own. But we're going along and everything seems fine, and finally he's trying to get a hold of his lender for a check-in to see how things are going. um, and the days go by and he can't get hold of them. Well, we get through, we find out, okay, he's left the company now and reassigned to the supervisor. It's okay. We think everything's good now. Now, roll on a couple more days. Now he's not getting any response from the supervisor.
Oh
Can't get a
no.
hold of any of the company to help him. And he's freaking out because he's given his notice and is planning on being out at the end of the month and thinking, okay, if I don't close on this, I'm going to be homeless. And what am I going to do in that scenario? How am I going to make that happen? And so um, we help him. We get through finally to the VP is where it ended up, all the way up to the VP. And so finally, we're getting some help to get us through it. We are, by this point, we're right down to the wire. Literally got it done and into the house a day before he had to be out of his rental. So not ideal to have to move in a day, but at least not homeless,
Yeah.
make it happen. And so I just be weary of like ending up in that type of similar situation because it might not be exactly that one, but the service that you're going to receive from an internet lender is typically going to be much lower than if you contact someone locally. So it's like anything else. The good lenders, muy bueno, they're worth their weight in gold.
I do remember how extremely stressful that was for him and just the worry of what's going to happen and where am I going to go. And yeah, I mean, we always tell people like, go interview, meet with like two or three different lenders. They all have different loan products and they all have different closing costs, different rates. Some are just, different personalities that mesh well with different people. It takes a few extra minutes to either make that phone call or make that appointment, but I would say it's like worth everything.
Yeah.
You feel so good about it and then you get good service. It's one less thing to worry about when you're going through the process. You've got someone on your side in your corner helping you all the way.
Yeah. I mean, and it's weighing things out. It depends on what you need to. If it's a very easy, simple transaction, not all.
Do those things go
We'd love to
together?
have one of those simple transactions, but it could be your credit union that they typically have good rates. Private mortgage lenders are going to be the most knowledgeable and give the best service. In addition to having some more flexibility in their products in terms of your down payment. So it you just got to look at your old picture because each
Yeah.
person's situation can be different. As there's 180 different ways to skin a cat, and that's each lender has different products, like you said, available. So
I think the moral of this story is it's worth contacting a few people, asking the right questions. You can always call us and ask for information too. We're happy to share.
at least get you pointed in the right direction of
Yes.
who to talk to and what questions to be asking of a lender.
Yeah.
Freedom Team Realtors, Real Talk. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.